do anything to alter, to edit before I come on alive. I can't put a thumbnail in. I had trouble recaptioning, so I just came in. I'm going to recaption it later. But what a trip. YouTube is really effing up. So, anyway, this is not my fault. Just letting you know. Okay. I don't even know if you're getting the message that I'm on. It is one of our holidays here in the States. It's Memorial Day, when we remember those who have gone on before us. Um, it's not something you actually celebrate, it's something you observe, although people do have parties. And usually involves being outside and grilling, and it was certainly a nice day for that. But I don't have any family left to grill with, so yeah. Um, Chloe! Oh, gosh, Chloe, where the heck have you been? I missed you. I missed you. Here's baby. Here's the cake. Here's Mr. Longloaf. Health and long loaf to you. My little loaf. My little love loaf. Aren't you, little loafer? Yeah. Look at that baby. Look at him. Cute little pink nose. Cute little pink nose and little toe beans. Yeah, oh, don't stop, Mom. Don't stop petting me. I want more love. I'm not done with the love stuff yet. My little boy, he stretches out. He fills half the bed. So, how you been? Yeah, he's a good boy. He's such a sweet little boy. My little boy is a sweetie. Yeah, so I thought I would just wear my hat. Kind of speaks for me. I'm enjoying this country a lot more now than I was for a while, than I was under Autopin. So, you know. Really, Chloe? Oh, good. A lot of spiritual things coming up. That's good. It's good to hear. I have been feeling better. I had to do it, though, with, it turns out, in order to consistently feel better, a little better anyway, daily, I needed some stuff. I'm back on Ormus. I really missed it. I apparently really needed something in it. They've got, trace minerals and stuff and the kind I used. I found a deal on Ormus and I happened to have the money and I took it. Yes, it helped a lot. It's helping a lot. That and CoQ10 I've been taking, and I'm awake a lot more. I'm a lot more lively, less brain fog, although still I'm sleepy at this hour. Scotty, where the heck have you been? I'm gonna spank you, boy. Assume the position, Scotty. Anyway. Yeah, this doesn't. It's Mr. Boy. Mr. Boy. This here is Mr. Cake. down here. Mr. Kitten Cakes. Mr. Cowboy Cake. The Emperor. I love giving him names. He's the Emperor. He's also the also the supervisor. He's in I was hoping you guys weren't lost. It's like, what happened? Now that I'm finally doing lives again, where the hell are my people that I always see? Where's my family? Damn it. But YouTube is fighting me. It wouldn't let me put a picture up, yet thumbnail. It wouldn't let me recaption. So I'm going to have to do that after the show. Really annoying. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, it's Memorial Day. I didn't do anything much except rest. It was a nice day. I was thinking about going out and catching the sunset, but really, it was kind of cloudy. It was kind of overcast. There wasn't much of a sunset to see. And, oh, you went dashing. That's right. You're door dashing now. Where's the Asian guy? Lewis. Don't know. Maybe he hasn't seen the notification yet. I'm not sure who my notification's getting to. Some people say they never see my notification anymore. I don't know what's going on. I'm just coming on, folks. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube or y'all are doing out there. I don't know. He's not. He's autistic. He's autistic. Right. Hi, Woo Rider. I know, Chloe, but you're obviously more high functioning. Some people are more high functioning than others. I hope you are doing good. I hope you're all doing good. I'm sending my love out to all of you. Yeah, I know. I have known people on quite a spectrum, all the way from actually pretty high functioning, very smart, but socially, I'd say some people are socially very challenged. It's not as much mentally challenged as socially. Some, on the other hand, seem to do just fine. But I have known people in various states of that. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I'm socially kind of, you know what? I sometimes wonder. I have, when I look into it more, I could probably be classified as neurodivergent. I sense things way differently than most people. And I handle things differently. It just happens to be that I have figured out how to use my sense of humor and everything to get me through tough times socially. Because when I'm busy performing, I'm socially fine. When I'm not, that's when I have some problems. So I'm probably somewhere on the spectrum. Uh, there he is, Mr. Lou. Hey, Lou, how you doing? 816, hello. What the hell? Helly. Well, helly to you too. Yeah. Hmm. Is that the way you say hello? Needs a little work. Yeah. We were looking for you, Lou. What about it? Oh, it was sold out. Whale watching. I'm a whale watcher, watching whales go by. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We were looking for Yoy. Okay. Who's Yoy? Ma'am. Oh, looking for me. Okay. Hello, 8. Hello, 816. Oh, looking for Louis. 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 Louis, 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 Louis. Yeah, it's Memorial Day when we remember those who have gone on. And of course, my whole family. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hey, everybody. Well, but here I am still. I have been redoing my front room. I've been doing my whole floor plan to be compliant with some new rules. I've mentioned this before. I'm still working on it. Have to just change my entire life, my entire floor plan, because of some changes. And it's taken me a while. I have a lot of stuff. I had to move most of my art equipment to the front room, and now things are packed kind of tight in there. However, I did manage to make some space, and I'll show it to you pretty soon. Matter of fact, you saw part of my front room. No, you didn't, because that thumbnail didn't go through. It wouldn't let me have that up there. Okay, you didn't see it. You want to go to the beach? I'd like to go to the beach. Nearest beach here is a lake. I'd like to go to the beach sometime. That'd be fun. So, but I'm not sure how far I'd get with a walker. Anyway, I am feeling better though. I am determined that I'm going to get better somehow. I have been taking Ormus also. I've found some sales. For some reason, they're having sales on some of these products that I've wanted to try for a while. I got a very good deal on I Am Joy Ormus. And it has trace minerals and stuff in it too. So basically, whether it's the Ormus or the trace minerals, I'm feeling better. Then I also got some ubiquinol, which is CoQ10, and that really helps with pain. And I find It helps with pain a lot. I also got some of that product that's kimchi tablets because I don't do well with kimchi um, on its own. We get it here, but we get it in like plastic bags, and it usually ends up getting lost somewhere in the fridge and squished, and it's just kind of messy. So instead, there's these nice, easy tablets, and I've been trying those. So I'm trying kimchi too, and then there was also a sale on lymphatic stuff. So I'm trying all of those things and seeing how I do. And of course, Ormus, I've missed. And yes, I am remembering more and more of my dreams. So if you can't remember your dreams like a lot of us can, you might need Ormus. And if you need a deal on Ormus, let me know. Ah, Louis, you gotta say hi to everybody. So you're gonna be geisha, or you're tranning now, Louis? Okay. Maybe you guys were right earlier. Maybe I was wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that. Each to their own. Okay. No judgment either way. That's okay. I've taken a picture of me and had an app make me, what would I look like? What would I look like as a man? You can do that in PixArt. You can see what you'd look like as the opposite sex. Now, this is really funny. There's one where they put you in a fairy tale setting and they try and read your gender. The AI is just trying to read your gender. Some of the pictures had me as a male and some of the pictures had me as female. However, the pictures of David that I put in, they made him female. So I guess I can read either way, depending on the lighting and the picture. But there you go, Scotty. Scotty in solidarity. Yeah. Yeah, Scotty is going to be in solidarity with our whole weird family, right? I mean, let's face it, we're all a little offbeat. We do some strange things. That's what makes us all interesting and fun, We're not beige, right? Right? Cowboy is sure not beige. Heck no. No, he's not a beige kitty. He is black and white, though. Oh, there he goes. Mr. Cake is probably got to use the bathroom. But I showed him earlier. Um, So anyway, I have been thinking about what to do with the channel. Honestly, I have had so much woo in my life that it's just kind of common for me now. I don't have a whole lot of questions anymore. Um, so actually, I may go more in for the entertainment value. If you guys want a card reading, let me know because I do have my cards here. We'll have a holiday card reading if you want. Yeah, I think I'm going to basically make it more about fun and upliftment because really, I already know, yes, there's an afterlife. Yes, there are aliens. Yes, there are all kinds. Yes, there are inner earth. Yes, there is all kinds of things going on that we're not being told about. By the way, I do have to say though, I haven't found it either. So far, several of us who have looked for the Great Ice Wall have not found it. We have, however, run across inner earth beings. Just saying. What if those things that we see that are supposedly beyond the ice wall are actually inner earth? But they didn't know how to describe it. So it would be like looking at an orange peel. So we're on the outside and they're on the inside. What if that was what it really was? What if the ice wall was really just the ice cap? And then there are passages, we already know there are passages in some of the mountains. So you forgot about Wednesday. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Oh, hello, Alice. Hugs, Alice. Scritchy scritches. Right. My perfectly imperfect people, and I did once write a whole piece about the perfection of imperfection. Perfection, even in art, it looks sterile and flat. The real perfection is an imperfection. Miss Perfect. Not me. Yeah, I'll come in. You know, I haven't done Scary Karen because last time I actually scared people. I did. We haven't seen since. They didn't get that it was a joke. They thought maybe they thought I became possessed or something. I don't know. It's up to you guys to say because I'm in character when I do Scary Karen, but I will do Scary Karen again because she was fun. It's very Heyoka. And I want to do more music. And I'm gradually getting my front room cleared away so that I can more easily get to my musical instruments and actually play some music, actually have more live music type stuff going on. Yeah, I know. Most of you guys loved Scary Karen. You thought she was funny. She is. She's over the top. And actually, my own dark side. She won't hurt you, really. Unless you like that sort of thing. And I know some of you do. Scary Karen. You didn't see Scary Karen? Ah, oh, jeez. Biter pie. I would say she doesn't bite, but that would be wrong. You're asking me, Chloe? You know what? It's funny. They have an alarming taste for that sort of thing. Animals. I don't know. Actually, she probably does bite. I think she does. So you want some cards or what? I'm a sensitive psychic type. I can't wait all day. Would you guys enjoy me doing more characters? Because I'm itching to do that. You know, David loved doing characters. So do I. Maybe even doing some readings like that, if you would like that. Yes, okay. Dang it. I know. And it's funny because David loved to do that too. He loved doing characters. Because we're I think we're all a lot of people. We've been a lot of people in our lives, right? Where is the gabagoo? Okay. So let's do some cards already. Let me see. I'm going to do Scotty. Now I'm going to do Chloe. I'm going to do Chloe. Chloe was here first. You're going to have to wait a minute. Brains before beauty or something like that. Anyway, no. Or beauty before brains. Oh, that sounded like an old Jewish lady. Now who do I sound like? We'll keep the lights on for you. I know, I just go into funny accents just naturally. I just do. I can't help it. It's okay, we're gonna do Chloe first. Hey, am I supposed to sound like Amish? Eh? Well, how about Canadian, eh? What's that about? Chloe. This is for Chloe. Chloe, Chloe, Chloe. Don't you know we? There it is. Release. Ooh, it sounds kind of sexy. Minnesota, don't you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Tell me more. Let me write it in my journal. My journal. Let me see. Let me see. Autumnal equinox. That's the other equinox. Release. This is for Chloe. Okay. Okay, 20. It is the second card in this, I think. There it is. Release. Now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that's no longer useful or needed for the emerging expression of who you are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become cumbersome and burdensome and no longer congruent with your life's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself more rest while at the same time making preparations for the winter season. Look especially at your material possessions and be brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shielding relationships that have served, or shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, and like the trees that openly bear their nakedness, woohoo, Scotty, naked trees, once their leaves have departed, and give room for whatever new life is ready to birth, following a period of quiet and gestation. Let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness and trust that something else will take its place. Okay. Actually, that's what I'm doing right now. I never saw that, Fargo the movie. I guess I had to forgo that because I wasn't watching movies for a while. Weird. The next card that falls out for you, Scotty, is Summer Solstice. It's coming up. Radiance. Want me to read it in a funny voice? Let's see where that is. $134. Okay, I'll show it. It's a pretty card. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen to the future. And focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Are you listening? Allow Father, Son, to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. I already know what you're going to be doing. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. Oh, I know what you're going to be doing outdoors. Okay. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into this world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor and paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. Okay. Oh, yeah. Not only the depth. Okay, nature child. That's right. Girth. Girth is a thing. They call you Girth Brooks? Well, Girth Brooks would be a porn name, wouldn't it? Where is Louie? Hey, Lou, you want a cod? Okay. Up there it is. Oh, there it is. Whoa, there it is. DNA, karma. My karma ran over my dogma. Do 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 do. My karma ran over my dogma. Da 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 da. 47. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the weight of your soul as both ancient and karmic. Let you also recognize the persistence and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. There you go. You're a little slow. Are you still talking about where's Richard? Oh, Richard the Red of the Many Invisible Laws. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. Ah. Infatuated one. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Hook. Haven't seen Hook anywhere. For me, I got New Beginnings. That sounds good. Only the beginning. Only just the start. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hook got mad at me because I asked her very nicely to not keep posting links that go off my... I have enough problem keeping retention to please just post some links that are like going to help me, like maybe to my patron, maybe to one of my other videos, but a bunch of links that are just to some video somewhere. You know, people are already like trying to figure out what's going on, especially when there's new people. But she got mad. So I'm like, so she says, how come you never say the same to Scotty and Chloe? And it's like, I do. I do say, oh, well, do you mind throwing some links that actually help me? I mean, have you ever even, you know, I don't remember the last time I ever saw Hook throw a link to, say, my Patreon or anything. So I just asked her, and I was nice about it. And Andrea Hector was here and is like, she's horrified. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Well, then she stalked off and said, well, then just, why don't you unblue me? And I'm there going, okay, if that's a burden. So I did. So I don't have anything against Hook. Oh, okay. That's between you two. You guys are funny. 41. I thought I'd lost you. When you witness the initial stages of dawn without the minute of a clock or other timepiece, for a while you may not be able to discern whether the sky is really lightning. The stars remain visible in the shadows of the night. Shadows of the night. Still shape the landscape. It is that way with any beginning. It's difficult to tell where the old ends and the new begins. Gradually, however, it becomes clear to your senses that the light is definitely increasing, and as you continue to observe, the world slowly wakes up, accompanied by all the sounds, smells, and freshness associated with it. Soon the first glimmer of the sun shows, and a new day has begun. This is a time to say farewell to the old and honor the new by releasing any self-imposed constraints or resistance to the truth that you know. This is your chance to develop that project you may have been thinking about, embark on that adventure you have dreamed of going on, and take risks in initiating what your intuitive self has been telling you to do. As this prospect becomes increasingly visible and real, doubts and uncertainties may arise. But rest assured, just as dawn inevitably turns into day, heeding your inner guidance, you will succeed. Sounds good. I've had some new ideas lately. I have been changing my front room around. I've been changing my front room around to reflect not just the new rules, but also I tried a little different configuration. What you know, I do have a floor. But yeah, it gave me more room somehow, moving the black table out of where it was and over by the window. So I hope that's going to be okay with management. Jeez. Summon Candyman. Oh yeah. Sounds productive. Oh, why do people do these things? Then later on I have to come in and clear them. If I charged, it'd be a good thing. I'd be making money. What? Of an eyeball. What are you guys talking about? Can I please know? Wait a minute, why is my hat blinking? Are we going to have weird effects again? Remember that night that I kept turning into white light and almost disappearing? My hat's doing weird things again. Now it's my hat. Who has a blue eye? I missed something here. Explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me, Lucy. Oh, there's baby. He's on the floor right now. It's cooler there. He's probably got kind of hot. You guys talk about some weird shit on here, and then you expect me to just sit here and go da 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 da. You won't tell me what it's about. And you talk about some weird shit, though. That you own a blue eyeball. And then you found something, her. Well, it is a woo channel. That's true. But I'd like you to explain it to me. What are you talking about? What's going on? Yeah, seeing little flashes like lightning. I get that. Paul does that too. You know, when Paul is doing a oneness blessing, he gets this effect like paparazzi almost behind him. Like little flashes going off around him. I can see it. Everybody can't see it, but I can. And then sometimes the energy gets weird and makes everything look a little ziggy-zaggy. Yeah, it's definitely a woo channel. And this is going to stay a woo channel. No matter what I do with it, they'll still be woo. That's just a part of my being. Oh, a new cat living on your porch. You mean like a feral? Like a feral kitty? That's what they call kitties who are living out alone on their own. They were once domesticated. Ah, been a while since I've talked to Mom Squatch a little bit. She's pretty busy right now. I don't know what she's currently busy with, but I'm sure they're installing themselves in our nearby woods up by the Twin Lakes area. They like it up there. Plenty of woods. Some places humans can't get to very well. Ohio's a really great, especially this section of Ohio. Northeast Ohio is so green and has so much various terrain. I'm sure it's like a playland for them, playground. Lovely camping area. You know, it's like a free bed and breakfast or something because we have a lot of game and we have a lot of um, waterways and stuff, and that's what they do. That's what they like. A lot of woods, a lot of waterways, a lot of food, tons of fish, lots of deer, lots of other stuff. The cat whisperer. I see. Anyway, I might do some singing. I want to do some more singing too. You know what? A lot of times you don't need to trap them. Sometimes you can get them used to you enough that you can just gradually lure them instead of trapping them. And that's probably better. Actually, it's the typical way people do it instead of trapping them. What? Scotty. I'm gonna spank you. You know what, cat and dusted, dirty young man. Do you want to? Yeah, I think that might be a bit much, Scotty. Maybe a little overdoing it. Yeah. Not much fun afterwards. Um, yeah. No, of course not. Ah. So, one thing I decided, if it's daytime, and the daytime is a lot later now, and I want to play Led Zeppelin, I'm going to play Led Zeppelin in my apartment loud. Oh my goodness. You know, um, when I when I think how far I've come with all this that's been going on, um, and I look at people kind of yammering about the political scene and the war with Iran and all that, and it's like, oh, dude, I lived through Vietnam, okay? Don't get me started. I don't think it's going to be like that. You don't know what it's like until you live through it, until you live through something like Vietnam. But this isn't going to be like that. For one thing, we're trying to actually help the people by getting rid of the leaders because the leaders are nuts. I'm sorry, but I'd rather, nobody wants higher gas prices, but on the other hand, we don't want to be irradiated either. I guess China was trying to sneak them some goods through on a boat. They were caught. So I'm like, you know what? When I think about what the hairy ass timeline would have been, we would have been irradiated by now, probably. So, as far as I'm concerned, we dodged a collective huge bomb, actually. So, whatever else happens is kind of gravy at this point. At least we're not living in that timeline, right? Do you need paper, Scotty? Why don't you just use the bathroom? Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, you come from good stock. Okay. Are you a stalker? So, he's down there, and you know what? It worries me just a little bit. Kitty Cat is down there, and he likes to keep his head very near my foot. I'm always so worried that I'm going to accidentally kick him or step on him or something, not thinking about it. Okay. Yes, baby cake, I certainly don't want to hurt you. You're too sweet. You're such a sweet little boy. And he sure loves his mom. You know what's funny is when people try to tell me what to feed him, and they're going, well, they need pumpkin and beets and peas and they're like, you have ever seen a cat in the wild stalking vegetables like beets and peas and pumpkins? They'll eat it. They'll eat it sometimes. If it's what there is to eat. But that's certainly not what a cat normally eats. Oh, karaoke. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to give him ever pumpkin. That's just kind of... Maybe I will. I don't know. It's supposed to be good for him. I'll see if he eat it. But he gets chicken. He gets meat. He gets real meat. Sometimes when I get something fresh from the farm, it's pretty clean, nice meat. I give him some of the blood, and he loves that. I give him the blood of the innocent. But yeah, I give him some blood, and he just loves it. And cats are obligate carnivores. So quit trying to make him something else. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do I want to start with? Hmm. Oh. Oh dear. That's sad. Sing King. Okay. Let's see if this one works. By Sing King. I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. Can you hear it? Saw him standing there by the record machine. Knew he must have been about 17. Band was going strong, playing my favorite song. I could tell it wouldn't be long. He was with me, yeah, me. I could tell it wouldn't be long till he was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come and take your time and dance with me. Ow! Smiled, so I got up and asked for his name. That don't matter, he said, 'cause it's all the same. Said, can I take you home where we can be alone? Next we were moving on. He was with me, yeah, me. Moving on and singing the same old song, yeah, with me. Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come and take your time and dance with me. Ow! We can be alone. Next we were moving on and he was with me, yeah, me. Moving on and singing that same old song, yeah, with me. Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. Oh, my allergies. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come and bet your time and dance with me. Oh dear, here we go again. Come and dance with, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come and take your time and dance with, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come up in the time and dance with me. Yeah, today that'd get you in jail, wouldn't it? Well, wait a minute. What if I was 17 at the time? Ah! Yeah, I mean, you know. This could be from way in the past. Today, I wouldn't want a 17-year-old. They're knuckin' futs anyways. A lot of them. No, I'd kind of like somebody with some experience, thank you. You've seen Luna hunt gophers sometimes? Ah. Your hunting gophers is impeccable? Scotty. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can't really imagine Harold and Maude, if he was not a teenager, maybe if he was a lot younger and mature, but I mean, some people are very mature. I mean, I'm not going to hold it against a person if they're young, but I am going to I am going to draw a line at being too young, and I'm also going to draw a line at being really immature. Some people are a lot more immature than others. Uh-huh. You're not a driver's education coach. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to teach anybody. Although, there are some young guys that are pretty well taught. I mean, I did date a younger man when I was in my 40s. He was in his 20s. He wasn't too young. But he was 20 years younger than me. We got along fine for a while. He was in a punk band. But he was pre-trained. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I do not understand. I guess makes no sense to me. I I keep I have met guys that want them very young and I'm like, "Why?" Oh well, okay, what? As long as they're not really young, but way too young. And I get very upset about that. Yeah, some guy, he was, what, in his 40s, was telling me he wanted a 12-year-old. I'm like, they're legal, he said. I'm like, why? I don't know. Maybe he's afraid of comparisons. Yeah. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Ugh. Well, they're legal. You know, their parents' consent. It's like, and I guess I did know somebody who married a 12-year-old. I didn't know him very long. Not exactly my type of person. Yeah. There are places where 12 is old enough. West Virginia. You can get married in West Virginia at 12. And that's where it happened. That's where a lot of it happens. Yep. If the parents agree. I'm like, well, first of all, if the parents agree to that, what kind of parents are we talking about here? You know, that almost qualifies as trafficking. Just about. Yeah, I know. You know, doesn't it doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you're going for that chrome or something, I guess. But yeah, what I don't get it. But there are still people like that. Fortunately, I don't know any at this point. But I've run into a lot of different types of people in my travels. You know, I've been everywhere, man. We make a lot of jokes. Yeah. We make a lot of jokes about people from just south of Ohio there. I hate to tell you, it's because a lot of them are true. Kind of scary down there. I'd I'd be worried about trying to raise kids. I guess there are some fairly normal places down there. I say fairly normal. What the hell is normal? But I mean, you know, there are some places where that isn't rampant, but there are some places where it definitely is. And scary. But then again, there are also now places in the U.S. where they have Sharia law. It's like, I don't think that should be legal. It goes against our laws. And you know, the thing about the Prophet, he made the he made the contract for his bride when she was 6, but he waited till she was the ripe old age of 8 to consummate anything. That right there, that right there, and not no, that should nope you out. But yeah, like I said, I cannot, I don't have anything. There are a lot of people who are actually okay. They're not extreme and they're not fundamentalists. But you know, Christianity has a lot to answer for too because they did a lot of the same stuff. crazy stuff too. And I mean, they had the Inquisition and the witch burnings and on and on. The Abrahamic religions, I'm telling you, the Abrahamic religions, they all have some stuff in common, and something about it. Yeah, that is not okay. But you see how that would give some people a reason or a feeling like, oh, well, what's wrong with that then? The prophet did it. Yeah, I'm like, what's really to laugh is they think it is a religion, a very melanated religion, when it's not, because he was white as a sheet. Yeah. In the descriptions of him, he was very light-skinned. Muhammad. He was not melanated. And they act like it's a melanated thing. It's like, dudes, your prophet was a white dude, an old white dude that married a little kid. And here's the thing, he never impregnated any of them. There was never any kids from him. This is the guy that you're worshiping. No? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've said this before. Now, does every Muslim believe in that? No. Does every Christian believe that we should burn witches? No. But once again, radical and extreme fundies, or no funds, fundamentalists, they're usually just dementalists. They're fundamentalism. Scary. Usually they're the scary ones, the fundamentalists. Actually, I saw everybody when I died. I saw everybody talking to everybody. They were all talking to each other. It looked like it was everybody's guide was up there talking to each other. Of course, I couldn't tell you for sure if any of them was. None of them, introduced themselves as Allah or anything, but, there were people from all nationalities that I could see. They were getting along, and they were in a garden talking peacefully to each other, or thinking peacefully to each other. So, evangelists are nicer. Some of them are awful. My mother used to watch some of the fire and brimstone ones. They are not nice. No, they want to see people go into horrible hell and all kinds of pain and hurt and fire and eternal damnation. Uh, so some of the Christians really aren't better. Some of them are. Some of them aren't. Like everything, if they're the fundamentalist kind, they're scary. Fundamentalists are scary. You know, they just believe things because it says so, you know. It's a wife tale story. Yeah, the fire and brimstone preachers. My mother would play that crap, and I'm like, how can you listen to this? You mean you want old Gertrude down the street because she's not like you? You think she should be tortured forever by fire and demons, and forever's a long time, you know. You know, I wouldn't even want that forever. There's got to be some hope for anybody. There's got to be some hope of redemption. Yeah, money, 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 money. Yeah, and some of them are pretty. Oh, they all want money. All of the TV televangelists, they all want money. They want all kinds of money. Isn't it funny? They worship an invisible guy who lives in the sky, who's all-seeing, all-knowing, and all-powerful. But he needs your money. Hmm. Yeah. As far as I can tell, I wasn't perfect. And I saw heaven. I wouldn't sweat it too much. Actually, it's kind of interesting because it was my belief that um, in the next world we're kind of beyond that bullshit. And that's how I found it. Maybe that's the reason I found it that way. I don't know. But I guess they decided in the end that it wasn't my time to be there yet, so back I came. Nobody told me that, though. Nobody said, oh, no, you're not supposed to be here, you're going back. No, I just was back. The oldie baldies. Yeah, I know. So they say. You know what? I think since things are speeded up, that a lot of us are getting it in life. So I've had a lot of this stuff that they say is supposed to happen after your death. I've had a lot of stuff happen in life where I'm replaying um, lots of the scenes of my life, and where I even got asked some of the questions you supposedly get asked on the other side. Well, Actually, I'm pretty much a believer that everything sort of exists. Sort of. It's sort of, in its way, everything kind of exists. In some dimension. I mean, if there are infinite dimensions with infinite stuff going on, there's somewhere where, I'll tell you, as many times as I've nearly died, I guarantee there are dimensions where I've been dead a long time. I have been dead, 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 and dead. But I'm still here. But am I still here, or did I just get moved to here? Because I wasn't ready to die yet. Because this is not the place I started out, I'll tell you that. This is not the same place I started out. Not at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's another thing is those laws from Moses' time. They were crazy too. There was some really crazy laws. Like I said, all of the Abrahamic religions, they got some crazy shit going on. That's just my opinion. You don't have to believe me. But they all got crazy shit in the background. Drumming away. I'm looking at it, and the more I learn, the more I realize that they got the craziest stuff in the background. What must have been going on in those days? Geez. However, here's another thing I believe. There is a book that talks about Jesus already returned. The one they call Jesus. It's really be more like Yeshua. Because Jesus wasn't even a Hebrew name. But that has been hidden. And I think we've already gone through it. I think we've already gone through all of that. And this was the devil's little season. And we're at the end of it. And things are about to turn around the other way. But if they can trick you into believing, then maybe you'll get stuck in a universe where it's different. But the way I'm looking at it, we're coming out of that tribulation and that devil's season, whatever. And about the red dragon fighting the white dragon, and the white dragon wins. It's already been written. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to push us into a direction they want, which is not the direction I want. I'm going to go my way. You can go your own way. Go own way. Isn't that weird? I have these. I know, I've been watching it change. I wondered if you guys noticed that. So you're seeing it too. This isn't just my camera or my eyes or something. My hat is changing. Okay, interesting. Was white or pink and now it's back to red. Yeah, and it turns. I know, I keep seeing. I have the weirdest things happen when I'm doing lives. Well, let's see. Pink is nice because pink is, love and stuff. And I guess white is good because white hat. And red is okay. I mean, it's all good, but yeah, is it white? Is it red? Is it pink? When I ordered it, it was called Rose Red. This was called Rose Red. I thought I was getting a red hat. But in some lighting, it looks kind of pink. Looks more like hot pink. I don't know. It's maybe a kind of red. I don't know. Rose red. I always have weird stuff happen on here. Okay, Scotty. To red? Anyway, I've been on for about an hour and a half. And now I really am kind of starting to feel sort of tired. Like I said, I've been rearranging my whole place. It takes a lot. When used to be when I was younger, this wouldn't be that big of a thing. But these days, it's different. I will admit it. I'm not a real old lady, but then again, it's just moving stuff around and trying to figure out how to make everything fit right. When I had it fitting all before, it takes a lot of work. Okay, well, I love you guys, and I hope to see you again. Wednesday, I hope to be on earlier, though. I'm going to try, like ever, to be on earlier because I know that if I wait too long, I'm just going to fall asleep. So, I don't know what happened. There's a time when we all must admit that we need more sleep. Have fun in Japan. Yeah. Okay. And you, Scotty, and you, Chloe, and anybody else who happens to be listening to this. Maybe I'll do some of these songs like, holy cow, was that what they were saying? I think you've probably seen clips like that in the shorts. You've seen people who suddenly discover that the songs they were singing along to as kids, it's like, oh my God, is that what they were talking about? Yep, that's what they were talking about. We had a whole experimental time in there when all kinds of things got on the radio that probably would not fly, you know. Ooh, a tall roller coaster in Tokyo. Cool. Tallest in Tokyo. Okay. I seriously am going to toddle off. It's been nearly 2 hours. What is the meaning of the Kool-Aid? Well, I know what drinking the Kool-Aid means. I don't know if I'd like Japan. I think in one way I would like Japan, and another way I wouldn't, because I have a feeling everything's a little small for me. I'm actually like 5'9" or 10, depending on if I slouch a little. I mean, there's probably going to be places over there that I could maybe get one of my boobs into. Like trying to get in a taxi and my boobs get in and the rest of me is left behind. I mean, the culture and everything, and it would be fun, but I just don't think it would be very comfortable for a person my size. There are a lot of very, very tiny spaces there. I already get a little claustrophobic. Okay, yeah, I'm really going now. Take care, my friends and my family. Truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some truth here. And don't forget that you're divine. And if you're going to be coerced in anything, be coerced into something that's going to make you happy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not fun-sized. Oh, you think I'd be fine? Okay, I have doubts, but maybe. Okay, loves. Good night. And see you next time on The Price is Right.